I used to be a very average athlete who was really skinny, really weak, and overall low confidence and self-esteem. And now I'm a professional athlete. And I'm gonna tell you what the turning point was for me. About 4 years ago, I was on a soul search in the USA. I'm from Canada, and we were traveling with my best friend and my brother. And I ended up in Miami, Florida with my best friend. And we were sitting in the car having conversation about our life. And we were just talking deeply because he's sort of like a mentor to me. And he was just asking, like, why do you think it is? And I was just kind of expressing my feelings. I was like, I just feel like I'm skinny and weak. And he pointed out to me that that belief was the reason why I was skinny and weak. And this sounds very simple, but before you are like, okay, I got it, listen. Your body is an image or a projection of your higher self. And so your body organizes itself based on, you could say, your spiritual body. If you think of your spiritual or etheric body as like an outline, it's more like your body, your physical body is an outline of your spiritual body. And your intention and your consciousness will directly impact and affect and can even transform what the physical is. Because your whole body is made up of just atoms, and they're spinning in a certain way, they're vibrating at a certain frequency. And ultimately, it's consciousness that is what the physical is. The spirit and the physical are not separate. And so the belief that you are fat, or the belief that you're skinny, or the belief that you're weak, the belief that you're allergic, the belief that you're prone to disease, none of these things are occurring outside of you. They're all happening in consciousness. And so when you change your consciousness, you can physically change your body in an instant. This is what happened. I became consciously aware of the negative belief systems that I was holding. And upon being aware of it, now I have a new choice, because up until then it was programming. So our mind and we're intrinsically innocent. So I bought into a belief system. And when you become conscious that you were programmed, now you have a chance to go down that same path or let go of the ego payoffs that you were getting from that negative belief system and choose a new path. And when you actually truly believe it and you see it, it will happen, it will change. And I let go of basing my self-image and basing myself on a artifact or an image of the past, and transformed in a moment of divine providence, transformed my self-image into a map of the future where I finally started to believe and see that I could put on muscle and be a better athlete. And from that point, although my physical body I didn't automatically get buff, I let go of the belief system that was limiting me from gaining muscle. Because and a little bit of backstory, I had done everything to put on muscle, but it's the belief system that was holding me back. And so once I had that clear image in mind of basing my self-image on the future, a map to the future where I could see how I would feel when I became the person I wanted to be, that's when things started to transform. And from that point, 4 years ago, I became a personal trainer. I finally hit 200 pounds for the first time in my life. I did bodybuilding and then eventually trained to become one of the best athletes in college volleyball, and eventually went on to be a professional athlete. And I'm just saying this because this is my actual direct experience, where I'm telling you that it's possible for you as well. That if you have something that's undesirable in your life and you feel like there's nothing you can do to change it, it's genetics, that there is still hope, and that you can actually transform your life with reflection and becoming aware, what are these negative belief systems that are holding me back? What am I getting from this payoff? Am I getting a payoff if I'm like, oh, I'm so skinny? Then you never have to work out because you know it's not going to work anyways. You never have to eat. You always have an excuse. If you can let go of that, then you can make a new choice and create the life that you want and that you're destined for.